Hi, my name is Matt Terribile, and I am the lead sound engineer at Ace Tone Productions. And I'm from Meriden, Connecticut, and I came up here to bring back this beautiful kit to show Mike and the guys that it was made in 2006. It's about 12 years old, and we were breaking it out and bringing it back up and spending some time together.
Awesome. Now, do you remember the when you first reached out, the interaction? You know, how did it go, and how did you settle on those specs?
Oh man, so the first interaction, I reached out to Mike because I had just seen the Tangerine Glitter kit that Spencer from Hidden in Plain View was playing, and I fell in love with SJC immediately, and I said I have to get one of these. So I called up Mike and I said, you know, this is what I'm looking for, and one thing led to another. I was up at the factory, we talked about finishes and all sorts of great things, and we settled on the 22 by 22 kick with a 14 by 11 floor tom and a 12 by 9 rack, and it's all maple with a wormy maple veneer, and then the fade goes from a colonial brown maple to an olive green in the middle. And I wanted something that was old school with a new school twist, and that's what we got.
Awesome. And then the snare?
So the snare is a 14 by 8 maple acrylic hybrid with weathered brass hardware. And I wanted something that could sound like a basketball or it could sound like a gunshot. And with this thing, depending on how we crank it up, you do all of that and anything in between.
Awesome, awesome. Now that you've had this for a bit, what would you get next time? What's the next custom creation you're thinking of?
So I think the next custom creation that I'd love to do is a full hybrid kit. I really love the extra tone and the warmth that I get having the hybrid on the snare. And I would really love to see how that translates into like a 20 by 22 and then maybe an 18-inch floor tom, go a little bigger there. And then, you know, like a 14-inch and a 12-inch. And then as far as the snare goes, I would really love to get my hands on one of the Goliath bell brass snares.
You said some really nice things about the factory. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on the move and like where SJC is now? You know, when you came to our garage shop in Dudley, the progression of SJC, you know, that and how did we connect? Like, how are we even here right now? Like the show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, so when I first came up to the garage shop in Dudley, I was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, you know, 20 years old, ready to get my custom drum kit, and it was such an overwhelming experience for me to be able to come and see where these things were made. And then, you know, fast forward to a few weeks ago, and I happened to run into Mike at an All Time Low concert, and he's like, hey man, you know, it's been forever, you still playing that kit? And I said, yeah, absolutely. And you know, here we are. What I always loved about my experience with SJC is that I could reach out to Mike for any question that I had, any concern that I had, and I got an answer like immediately. And that kind of just customer service and making me feel like I'm a member of the family. I can't think of another company in the world that would say, hey Matt, you've been using our stuff forever. It's so great to see you. Come to the factory, bring your kit, and let's put it out there again. You feel like a family member when you play SJC drums. And I've told Mike many times before, if you ever stop making drums, I'm gonna have to either stop drumming or I'm gonna have to go on eBay and buy every used kit I can find because I won't play anything else after.